Under the chapter Introduction to Trigonometry, we shall now look at a topic, trigonometric ratios of some specific angles. Let's consider an equilateral triangle ABC. I repeat, an equilateral triangle ABC in which length of each side is A. So AB is A, AC is also A. AD we can take it as altitude, which is, because you know that in an equilateral triangle altitude, median and also right bisector coincide. Right now we will call it as altitude because that is what is right in this context. 90 degrees is angle ADB is 90, so we look at AD as altitude. Now this is 90, this being 60, the third angle has to be 30, 90, 60, 30. Here we see a right angle triangle 90, 60, 30, or we will say for rhyme to get in ascending order 30, 60, 90 is a specific set of angles for which we are going to find the trigonometric ratios. Now this is A by 2. So using Pythagoras theorem you can see that this is root 3A by 2. Maybe I shall go for a quick explanation of how we got that. This is AD is AB square. Let me write AD square first. AD square. Can you look at the thing? AD square is going to be equal to AB square minus BD square. This is using Pythagoras theorem. That means we will have. That means we will simply have this. AB square. What is AB square? AB square is A square minus A square minus. What is BD square? BD square is A square by 4. A square by 4. So 1 minus 1 by 4 is what? 3 by 4. 3/4 of A square. Okay students? AD square is 3/4 of A square. If you take the square root of 3 by 4, you get root 3 by 2 and square root of A square is A. Therefore we get root 3A by 2 as AD. So here are the three sides. Opposite, if you look at 60 as the base angle, opposite is root 3A by 2, adjacent is A by 2 and hypotenuse is A. Likewise, if you look at 30 degrees as the angle, opposite is A by 2, adjacent is root 3A by 2, hypotenuse anyway is A. Now let us start working out the values. Let us now find the trigonometric ratios of 30 degrees. For example, if you want to find sine 30, sine 30 is what? What is sine? Opposite by hypotenuse. So A by 2 divided by A. We will see this. Sine 30 is A by 2 divided by A. Opposite is what? BD. Adjacent is, opposite by hypotenuse. BD by AB. Can you see the students? BD by AB, which is A by 2 upon A. A gets cancelled, you get 1 by 2. Having got sine 30 as 1 by 2, cosecant is reciprocal of sine. So since sine theta is 1 by 2, cosecant theta has to be reciprocal of 1 by 2, which is equal to 2. Clear students? Sine 30 is opposite by hypotenuse. A by 2 divided by A, which is 1 by 2. Sine 30 is 1 by 2 means cosecant 30 is 2. Reciprocal of 1 by 2 being 2. There should not be any difficulty in finding. Let us say cos 30. We will do that. Cos 30 is adjacent by hypotenuse. Root 3A by 2 divided by A. You can see AD divided by AB. Root 3A by 2 divided by A. A gets cancelled, you get root 3 by 2. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Having said that, reciprocal of cos is secant. So secant 30 will be 2 by root 3. Secant 30 will be 2 by root 3. Next, what is tan? Opposite by adjacent. Tan is opposite by adjacent. Root 3A by 2 divided by A by 2. Sorry, we are talking of 30. A by 2 divided by root 3A by 2. A by 2 divided by root 3A by 2. We now look at tan 30. What is tan? Opposite by adjacent. So A by 2 divided by root 3A by 2. So A by 2 divided by root 3A by 2, you simply get 1 by root 3. Tan 30 opposite by adjacent, BD by AD, which is A by 2 divided by root 3A by 2, you get it as 1 by root 3. Since cot is a reciprocal of tan, cot 30 will be root 3. So that's how for the specific angle 30, the trigonometric, all the 6 trigonometric ratios are ready. I don't see any difficulty in getting the values of these trigonometric ratios for 60. That's what we shall see now. Look at this. Sine 60. This time the opposite is root 3 by 2a. Hypotenuse is a. Root 3a by 2 divided by a. You get it as root 3 by 2. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Its reciprocal cosecant 60 has to be 2 by root 3. Next, cos 60. What is cos? Adjacent by hypotenuse. So BD divided by AB. A by 2 divided by A. A by 2 divided by A is 1 by 2. Cos 60 is half. Because cos 60 is half, its reciprocal secant 60 is 2. Next, we have to find tan 60. What is tan 60? Tan is what? Opposite by adjacent. Tan 60 is root 3a by 2 divided by a by 2. Root 3a by 2 divided by a by 2, which is nothing but root 3. Once tan theta is known, reciprocal of tan being cot, we have cot 60 as what? 1 by root 3. Tan 60 is root 3 means cot 60 is 1 by root 3 because of the reciprocal relation. So, thus by starting with a equilateral triangle and drawing an altitude, that is 30, 60, 90, the 30, 60, 90 case is pretty clear to us. We know the trigonometric ratios of at 30 and 60, that is clear. So, we shall now look at next important case, that is 45 degrees is what we will see. For that, what we do is we consider a right angled isosceles triangle. If you look at a right angled isosceles triangle, so you know that it is 90, 45, 45. So if it is 90, 45, 45, two angles are equals means two sides are equal. So A and A root 2. Why? Using Pythagoras theorem, A square plus A square under root is what is the hypotenuse. So you have it as what? Root 2 A square. So therefore, the third side becomes A root 2 because square root of 2 remains as root 2 only. Square root of A square is A. So here are the three sides of the triangle. So we can start looking at first, let's say sine 45. Sine 45 is what? Adjacent opposite by hypotenuse. A by 2. A by A root 2. A by A root 2 will be 1 by root 2. A by A root 2 will be 1 by root 2. Sine 45 is 1 by root 2 means its reciprocal cosecant 45 has to be root 2. Its reciprocal cosecant 45 has to be root 2. So 1 by root 2 sine 45. Root 2 is cosecant 45. Coming to cos 45. Cos 45 is adjacent by hypotenuse. A by A root 2. That also is 1 by root 2. Because cos 45 is 1 by root 2, its reciprocal secant 45 is also is root 2. Very similar to sine 45 is 1 by root 2, cosecant 45 is root 2, cos 45 is 1 by root 2, secant 45 is root 2. Then coming to tan 45, what is tan? Opposite by adjacent. So A by A, which is equal to 1. So tan 45 is AB by BC, AB by BC, which is A by A, which is equal to 1. The reciprocal of 1 is 1. So reciprocal of tan 45 is cot 45, cot 45 is also 1. Thus, for the specific angle 45, we are able to get the trigonometric ratios. So far, we have seen the trigonometric ratios for 30, 60 and 45. We have seen the trigonometric ratios for 30, 60 and 45. Now we shall see for other two important numbers, namely 0 and 90. One by one we will take up. Suppose we want it for 0. What happens? Let's see. Look at this triangle ABC. If you keep on decreasing this angle C, what is happening to the opposite? The opposite side is getting more and more shorter. As angle C approaches 0, right? The opposite side is becoming shorter, so much so that as C tends to 0, opposite side will also become 0, will be almost close to 0. As angle C approaches 0, AB opposite side approaches 0. Sine is what? Sine theta is what? Opposite by hypotenuse. When opposite side becomes 0, 0 by any non-zero number is 0. So we can take sine 0 as 0. Now when it comes to the same case, what happens is, in case C approaches 0, the adjacent and hypotenuse will become almost equal. AC and BC will almost become equal, in which case we can see that it is getting close to 1. So we can put it like this. Sine 0 is getting closer to 1. 0, sorry, sine 0 is closer to 0. Cos 0 is getting closer to 1. When it comes to tan, tan is what? Opposite by hypotenuse. Opposite, then it becomes 0. Tan 0 also approaches 0. So we can put it like this. Sine 0 is written as 0. Cos 0 is taken as 1. Then tan 0 can also be written as sine by cos, which is also equal to 0. Right? Having got these things clear, when sine 0 is 0, its reciprocal, cosecant 0 becomes 1 by 0, which is undefined. Okay? Let's start with tan, When tan 0 is 0, its reciprocal 1 by tan 0, that is 1 by 0 is undefined. Similarly, you could see that cosecant 0 is also undefined because 1 by sine 0 is undefined. Whereas secant 0 will be equal to 1 because 1 by 1 is 1. Okay? Sine 0 is 0, cos 0 is 1. Its sine 0, the reciprocal of sine is cosecant. So cosecant 0 is 1 by 0 is undefined. Cos 0 is 1, its reciprocal secant 0 is also 1. Tan 0 is 0, its reciprocal cot 0 is undefined because it comes out to be 1 by 0. Now whatever logical thinking we had for 0, we will also extend it for 90. This time what we will do is we will keep on increasing this angle. So earlier we decreased the angle. If you keep on increasing this angle, if this angle becomes more and more big, what would happen? Let us see. In this case, what happens is opposite and the hypotenuse become almost equal. Angle C, if it nears 90, then BC almost gets this adjacent almost becomes 0. Opposite and hypotenuse will be becoming almost equal. So we can very clearly see that sine 90 will be close to 1. In fact, we can see that it approaches 1 and hence we will define it as 1. Whereas when it comes to cos 90 will be 0. What is cos? Cos is adjacent by hypotenuse. So when adjacent is becoming 0, cos will also become 0. Right? We will see this. Sine 90 is 1. Cos 0 is 0. Sorry, cos 90 it should be. A small correction here. Cos 90 is 0. Having said this, let us see how much is tan 90. Tan 90 will be sin 90 by cos 90, that is 1 by 0 is undefined. Tan 90 is undefined. When it comes to, let us say, cosecant 90 will be 1. Sorry, before that we will go for cot 90. Cot 90 is reciprocal of tan 90. So that will be equal to 0 because cos 90 by sin 90. 0 by 1 is 0. Then cosecant 90 is reciprocal of sin 90, which is equal to 1. And then secant 90 is reciprocal of 0. 1 by 0 is not defined. So secant 90 is undefined. Alright students? Fine. What all we discuss, we are ready to, I have one grand table, trigonometric ratios of what all we'll see is 0, 30, 45, 60 and also 90. These are the angles, specific angles at which we discuss the trigonometric ratios, and we will have one grand table for all these 5 angles. Are you ready students? Yes. 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. Sin 0 is 0, sin 30 is half, sin 45 is 1 by root 2, sin 60 is root 3 by 2 and sin 90 is 1. Cos 0 is 1, cos 30 is 1 root 3 by 2, cos 45 is 1 by root 2, cos 60 is half, cos 90 is 0. Tan is basically sin by cos, so 0 by 1 which is 0, and then we also have sin tan 30 as 1 by root 3 because 1 by 2 divided by root 3 by 2 is 1 by root 3. Tan 45 is 1, 1 by root 2 divided by 1 by root 2 being 1, so tan 45 is 1, tan 60 is root 3 and tan 90 is not defined. So cosecant, secant and cot, as we already discussed, they are nothing but reciprocals. You should make sure that you remember these 3 rows for sure. You should memorize. I should not use the word memorize, I will use the word internalize. Internalize means it should be there. For example, did you memorize 5 into 4 is 20? Yeah, at one point of time you might have memorized. Right now 5 into 4 20 is internalized, it's not memorized. It was, see, if you keep on memorizing it, at one day it becomes internalization. Okay, how to add two numbers? Did you memorize or internalize? If I ask you what is 6 plus 4, you know the method, you know how to actually get this done. Just as multiplication tables is something what you have internalized, this table of sine, cos and tan also you should internalize. Very important, students. Okay, fine. Let's take up one question wherein we are going to find the values of secant squared 60 plus 3 tan squared 60 minus 4 cos squared 60. So don't look at the solution, I will explain it and then we'll see. How much is secant 60? Cos 60 is how much? Cos 60 is half. When cos 60 is half, reciprocal of cos 60 is secant 60, that has to be 2. Therefore you have 2 square. Okay. Next, tan 60 is root 3. Tan 60 is root 3. So the square of it is basically, this 3 is already there here. So root 3 the square. Again cos 60 being half, 4 into 1 by 2 the whole square. You can see all those terms, 4 and 4 gets cancelled, you get minus 1 here. Root 3 square is 3, 3 into 3 is 9, 4. 9 plus 4, 13 minus 1 is 12 is what is the answer for this question. Alright. Okay, that's how you can apply the table in solving a simple problem for a specific angles. Right. Thank you.